And we're live. Hello everyone, this is Ninja DC joining again for another React video. This time for My Pony Season 8, Episode 8. Starting to get used to saying it starting to get used to saying that all again. Join me again is Herd of Bronies.
Hello all you ponies, I'm a herd of bronies. Welcome back to Let's Watch Season 8. In this episode, this is the episode that may fix Starlight's background. Backstory.
Rather tall order.
Yeah.
Next up, Carlos.
Bang-a-lang! the great and amazing Allegra, here to show you all with my wonderful dulcet tones from the swamplands. If anyone gets that reference, you and I are buds. This is Gunmetal Gladius, also formerly known as Unova Brony here, saying, how do you do on this fine evening? I hope you enjoy your day as I finally found employment. Temporarily, but still. I'm actually feeling back to normal after 1.5 years of nothing. Success is beneath me. No longer.
Riveting.
And following that up, Jen.
Hello, everyone. I am Jen and ready to watch Season 8. Oh, and happy post Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, God. It was always about Revenge of the 5th, apparently, to a lot of, emails I got on the 5th. And
I thought it was Revenge of the 6th.
No.
Get it? Sith? 6? Hey, da-da-da-da-da.
What about Revenge of the 4th?
No. It's May the 4th and then Revenge of the 6th. At least I think that's what it is.
It should be that. It sounds.
It should be 6 because Sith 6th. Either way, let's watch Season 8 before we start seeing Star Wars in our pony episodes.
Like we haven't already.
Yeah, everybody's still going ape crazy over the Rick and Morty cameo.
There's the potential for one reference.
Well, it depends on what that reference is.
And people forgot about the Breaking Bad reference that coincided with the Rick and Morty reference and that same episode.
I really am surprised how people went so crazy over the freaking Rick and Morty things. Like, oh yeah, they did background reference. This show has never done that to other adult media.
Oh sure, and if they don't figure that out, and if they think, oh, this is the first time they've done this, I'm like, son, you have some education. Let me sit you down and let me show you season 1 and then refresh your memory.
Refresh.
That's the point where I grab Carlos and be like, Carlos, you know what to do. We'll see you back out in a few days.
All zombified from watching your Netflix account, just being like nothing but ponies.
He comes out and he's like pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows. He's all dancing around his head. He's like pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows. I'm like, he's been properly denaturated. Or no, maybe just 5 more minutes. We need that glow about him. Either way, I'm ready to watch the episode.
Yeah, let's see this episode truly make a difference in the last bastion of Starlight haters.
All right.
Let's see how this works.
Everyone ready?
Yes.
Ready.
Press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Here we go.
Oh, hey, look, it's the Crystal Empire, aka the most worthless city of the entirety of Equestria. Oh, hey, Crystal Pony again.
It's been a while since we saw the Crystal Ponies, huh?
The male.
We forgot that they exist.
Male stallion. It's like, I gotta put on a smile for my customers.
Put the book down, Sonny.
Oh, hi.
Wow, super rude.
How many times I read it, William's Guide to Magical Arcana never gets boring.
If you say so. I've got another letter for you from Sire's Hollow.
Yeah.
Sure thing.
I'll just put it, let's
Hollow?
put it with the others.
Oh,
Wow,
Yeah, the
he
others.
doesn't even get a tip. Oh my god. That's how we actually act.
Oh, look.
Oh my
To be,
god.
to be fair, how many
what?
to be fair, how many people tip their mailman?
Mhm.
Oh, my cutie mark is glowing.
Look at your flanks, Starlight. I mean, Sunburst.
I know what this means. Why am I yelling?
I don't know. Why are you yelling?
Why are we yelling?
I have no idea.
Ah!
Loud noises!
Loud noises!
Loud freaking noises!
Yeah.
No, I wonder if we're actually going to see some of Rainbow Dash with the Wonder Bolts more this season.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Now,
that's just a recipe for a terrible episode.
I'm crazy if that
Marvel.
little female yak is so cute.
Twilight, what an
I want a
awful-
plushie of her.
I mean, it is, right? I'm called for a friendship.
You could get up there?
Hey, it's Dave Rapp!
You sure are, and it must be a special.
Apparently
wait.
you can.
No pony outside of Ponyville has ever been.
Speaking about Wonder Bowl episodes,
If you need some pointers, let me know. I've been on my fair share of missions.
Even on
well,
one
only one.
One spike.
One.
My fair share.
Starlight, you mean we've both been called? This is great.
Yeah, great.
Aren't you excited? You and me on a mission.
Where are they going?
I'm sorry. Are you not excited to go on a mission with me?
No.
We gotta meet your parents.
No, I mean, yes. Totally excited about us going together, just not so excited about where.
Sire's Hollow.
Yep, home.
Oh.
Hmm.
Both of them are sick of it.
You know, I can go if you two want to. I am kind of an expert.
That's not what the map wants, Spike. Shut up.
Well, I can't believe we actually got a name for their hometown, but not Starlight's Village.
It's not that I don't want to go home, it's just that whenever I do, my dad treats me like a filly.
Oh, okay.
Nothing's changed since I was a foal.
That's the same thing with all dads.
Yep.
No. My mom actually does kind of the same thing.
Mm.
I don't even have to go home.
Now, that's what all moms do.
Constantly asking about my plans for the future. You're a grown-up pony, Sunburst. You need a plan.
You need a job.
I ain't been home in a while either.
I'm talking to my
I
hoof.
have to explain to our parents that we're on an important friendship mission, so they can't bother us.
Do you think that will work?
Nope.
Starlight
Good luck with
the
that.
realist.
Good luck with that.
I wonder if Starburst has a natural tendency to ignore any letter sent to him.
It's Sunburst.
Probably.
Starburst is the ship name.
How you let
That would explain some stuff.
Oh no, it's become a gated
Where
community.
did that come from?
It's Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh my god.
I didn't know our parents were rich.
That sounds like Pink Diamond.
You tell me.
My eyes, they burn.
Not the bees!
maybe?
Not chocolate, maybe. Chocolate, definitely. And all of the benefits with none of the drawbacks.
Didn't this used to be
What?
a fruit stand?
I don't know what it used to be. The Sire's Hollow Development Committee determined what it is.
Oh God.
Sire's Hollow Development what? Where do ponies buy fruit?
You can get a fruit smoothie 2 doors down.
All the shops are different.
Oh no.
Changed.
I want things to remain the same.
Oh my god.
As it ever was.
Sorry, Our bookstore has been declared a site of historical significance by the Sire's Hollow Preservation Society.
Okay.
You'll have to experience the books from here.
What?
Mm.
That's why windows are see-through.
What?
Preservation Society? What is happening around here?
I'll explain it to you, Sugar Plum.
That face.
Already using the same model as Trixie's out there.
Oh, just a father wanting to preserve our town's rich history for his little pumpkin wumpkin.
Sucking the life out of town.
Oh, good lord.
Oh,
Oh, it's stuck in the past and looking into the future. God dang it.
And don't. You're preserving the whole town? That's crazy. That's exactly what I told him. I said, Firelight, you're crazy.
Firelight!
Mom?
Our village needs the same thing you do, Sunburst. A clear plan for the future.
Whoa!
That's why I started the Sire's Hollow Development Committee. And I've got plans for this little town. Big plans.
We're gonna make a mega mall out of it!
Brother.
I'm not gonna let you turn our historical heritage into Las Vegas.
Oh!
Stellar Flare. That's cool. That's a cool name.
Museum. Wait, are you fighting over this?
Legitimate conflict.
Problem?
Oh, there's no problem.
Because there is no friendship.
Huh?
Well, the good news is we know why we're here.
This is...
Maybe we should have sent Spike out.
Okay.
Starlight, what are you doing?
OP
Okay,
magic.
never mind.
Sunburst and I were called here to do a job, and it looks like you two are it.
You mean your success depends on us?
And you have to hang out with us?
What?
Well, I'll hear what you have to say, but every plan I've made for this town is perfectly reasonable.
Good luck convincing me my preservation efforts don't make sense.
These parents.
Welcome to Sire's Hollow.
It's dreary and monotonous.
It's
So
trendy.
the books? No.
Can you hold the books?
No. So no pony can read the books?
Isn't she adorable?
This is...
What?
Welcome to Sire's Hollow.
This is irritating now.
Ah! It's getting annoying.
Some call them smells, but I call them essence.
I'll say one thing. This episode has some of the best collection of
Why do
faces
you
so
tap
far.
me in the eyes?
There's nowhere to get actual fruit.
In the future, all ponies will drink their fruit.
Oh, God. We're gonna get into the Wall-E future now. Oh!
100% ancient.
Oh my God.
plains, just like the town founders ate.
No!
Crust.
Oh my god. This is why carbs are bad for you.
Why? 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 Again?
Welcome to Sire's Hollow.
Oh my god.
It's annoying, I get it.
Thank you.
Maybe my
I
preservation
almost was like, make it stop!
And I might have been trying to...
Damn you, perfume ponies!
Well, whatever direction the town takes from now on, how about we work together on it?
Sunburst, you should move closer to Ponyville. After this success, I'm sure the Princess of Friendship will want to send you on more missions.
Oh.
That's not really how it works. Oh, look at the time.
What time?
You have no
Magic
watch.
moves.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't think we did solve it. When we solve the friendship problem, our cutie marks are supposed to glow.
Oh, don't be disappointed, children. Your papa will work this out for you.
My papa wasn't called by the map in Twilight's castle. I was.
Run away!
I'm going to explain this to the princess. What's your plan if she fires you from friendship?
What?
Fires.
Mom,
So many good faces.
Use your words, Sunburst.
Yeah, use your words.
Don't be a nair.
So now you don't even know why you're here? We have to figure this out before we run out of time.
You don't get it, Mom.
Mom, there isn't a
So you're here for an extra long visit? Stay in your old room.
Oh God.
Oh no.
No.
God.
Oh no.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna go back to that and pause it in the future after we finish this.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of good stuff I feel and there's gonna be in there.
Right. Neither of you have been home in ages. You're gonna need our help to succeed.
Oh my God! It now explains why
Yes,
Sunburst had to go to school.
Right.
I already have some ideas.
It's the Starlight we never saw.
I think I liked it better when they were fighting.
Abraham Pones.
Okay. Now that I've explained how Sire's Hollow was founded, we can start to explore all the possible friendship problems that might have developed over time.
Oh God! It's like a rose.
Wow.
Appreciate the history lesson, Dad, but I need to find the problem now, in the present.
Oh, now, Hun Bun, how are you gonna do that without all the back? Oh, of course, I know how hard it is for you to sit still and focus. So, would it help you pay attention to hold on to your brain?
Oh God!
What the heck?
Now you've had a little setback, but don't worry. I know exactly what you need to do.
Make a plan?
Already got one. Step 1, interview the suspect.
Already got one.
Use your talents to solve the issue. Step 3, get the Princess of Friendship to send you on more missions.
Wow.
Mom, it does not work like
It's not a job.
Oh my gosh.
It's a service for the entirety of Equestria.
Oh, thank goodness you are here. These two ponies refuse to use my essences.
Still better than Celestia.
Oh my god.
Like to cover our natural.
Oh God!
Oh God!
Oh my God! That is a
Whoa!
I didn't expect from a girl, from My Little Pony.
What?
He refuses to buy our book. Surely this is a friendship problem.
it needs to be a real friendship problem. You can't just make one up.
Lesson Zero would disagree or beg to differ.
Starlight, sweetie!
Behind the grain.
I found a really old town bylaw that no pony agrees on. Apparently, we're not supposed to prance or canter after dinner time.
What?
You say cancer?
Cancer. Cancer.
I think he meant cancer.
Yeah, cancer.
What are you doing?
Hiding from my mother. She started making up friendship problems for me to solve.
My dad won't even let me talk to any pony in case they're strange.
Oh.
I'm a grown
Yes, you are.
You're never going to find the friendship problem with them around, let alone solve it.
Maybe you two should start looking for it on your own.
Shouldn't eat that bread.
Okay, so we wanted to talk to all of you, you know, in private.
Just to see if there were issues any of you had with your friends.
Got it. Just one question. Why are we whispering?
It's a
It's a library.
They're avoiding their parents.
So where are their other parents?
Of course. No, not avoiding. Just taking a break.
Yeah, we needed to focus.
Yeah.
Avoiding.
Definitely not avoiding them.
Avoiding.
So you're whispering with all of us in the darkest corner of the shop, where no pony can possibly see because you're not avoiding them.
But they definitely can't hear us in here, right?
No way! This is the antiquities section. No pony ever comes back here.
There you are!
Except.
Okay. Wait, that sounded like Soren's voice actor.
Problem in my favorite section of the bookstore.
You gotta be kidding.
And then I thought the best way to look for a friendship problem in the present,
Dad!
was to look back in our town history even.
Oh God.
Oh no.
It's drilling into my head.
I know you don't want me to make
Oh, God.
problem, but what if I
Wow! 9 doing less than
I
0.
mean, no pony ever became a success by following all the rules, right?
Mm.
It's like a much calmer Twilight that has
Oh.
lost her mind.
Well, this is gonna be so much fun when one of them loses their minds.
Guys,
Looks like both of them are about to blow their tops.
Grateful for our help.
Guys!
we don't want your help.
Finally.
I'm sorry. You don't want our help?
That's ridiculous. What reason could you possibly have for that?
Because you're driving us crazy! Oh, really? And just how am I driving you crazy?
By always coming up with plans. I don't need a plan. I mean, maybe I do, but it'll be mine, not yours.
Well, I'm sorry for trying to help. And you're not any better. I'm not a filly. I'm a grown pony with a job to do, and I'll do it on my own.
Well, I'll let you get to it then.
Great. Now we have to smooth things over with our parents on top of finding and solving a friendship problem.
It's almost like our relationship with our parents is the friendship.
Oh.
problem.
You don't think that's it, do you?
That's
You mean to tell us that?
Why couldn't we have been sent to stop?
God, this episode.
Oh
God.
my god.
The pacing is
Dad?
awkward, but the jokes are hilarious.
Ms. Slimmer,
Wow.
how's the problem search going? I only ask as an interested observer, since I know you are an adult who's capable of doing things without help from any pony else.
Actually, I think Sunburst and I figured out what it is.
So, Stellar and I weren't really helpful after all.
Well, we haven't actually solved it, and I don't think we can. Not without you.
Get that karmatic payback.
Oh, did you come by to be driven crazy by more of your mother's plans?
No, I came to apologize.
Well, it's going to take more than an apology to make up for telling me you don't want my help finding your friendship problem.
Oh, I'm
Oh.
Starlight and I already figured out what the problem is. Well, if you can help fix it, I'll give you a better one.
Usually, Twilight or one of our other friends gets called to a place with a friendship problem to fix.
But Starlight and I realized we came here to fix a friendship problem we already had.
I'm sorry I've been avoiding coming home, Dad, but you can't keep treating me like a foal.
I'm sorry, Sugar Bun. I just know how hard things were for you when you left home. I guess I wanted you to feel like when you were young.
Dad, I know I've made some mistakes, and I'll probably make a bunch more, but I learned from them. I think that's what growing up is.
I'm sorry I never told you how much your plans bothered me, and I know you just want me to succeed, but I need to do that on my own.
I remember how lost you were when you flunked out of magic school. I thought, as long as you had a plan, you'd never feel that way again.
You don't have to worry, Mom. I need to find my own way. I definitely don't feel lost anymore.
The glowing cutie mark is such a symbol of accomplishment. I don't suppose there's a way for you to get it.
Oh God!
Pretty sure it doesn't work that
You
way.
still don't
Not
get
unless
it,
we solve the
Mom.
friendship problem in a few seconds, and I kind of hope this one will be it for a while.
You know, it seems to me your map is saying we're not just your parents. We're your friends, too.
We're your only parents, apparently.
So, if I promise to treat you less like a little filly and more like a friend, will you visit more?
Absolutely.
And if you start to drive me crazy again, I'll tell you instead of never coming home.
That's lovely of you to say, dear. But you know, I can always visit you.
No!
How do you feel about a little
Oh no.
I might have a few
No. Escape!
No.
Get back to the
No!
Princess of Planning! Get back to the Princess of Planning!
Ugh.
Get on the train, quick! Get to the train! Get to the train!
Hurry
Get
up,
to the
Get to the
train.
chopper!
Chopper! Okay.
Get to the train! It's the only way out!
Only
Oh,
way. Okay.
All right.
Oh, this episode was cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Had a
think
lot
cute.
of cute moments.
Yeah.
This
I think
kind of
because this is like the first time we've had Sunburst and Starlight together in like a long time, which
we're forgetting about like season
7, episode 24.
Yeah.
yeah,
This
but there
was
was
more like just them.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like that episode was basically about them not like connecting until like the very end. This is just them being friends throughout, sort of thing.
Mhm.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
But like it's like this episode was like also like a bit of like a sequel to a certain episode from season 7, actually.
Yeah.
One parental guidance, I assume.
Yeah, that gave me a lot of the same vibes. But here I felt it handled it more maturely, like especially at least the fight and build up.
Yeah.
And also, like, even though the parents were overreacting, they weren't like, it didn't break suspension of disbelief in how far they were going, sort of thing.
Yeah, they weren't shooting fireworks up in a competition or like a ceremony or something like that, because that would be ridiculous. But this episode, like, just even from like looking at like all the details, is like it gives you subtle hints as to explain why things happen the way they did for these characters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got a lot of hints for why Starlight was the pony that she was in season 5. Like that little screenshot of her room, and
Yeah, I just found it. It's
the
like
fact that her father sheltered her, like sheltering her kind of made her like sort of weak to the outside world.
Mm-hmm.
So like when she got out there, it was like she was unstable.
Right, that would kind of make sense.
Yeah, don't really see much reference stuff, but like, yeah, she was a very goth kid.
Yeah,
Just
I
looking
saw
at
that
her.
guitar in the background. It's like, whoa, Starlight was into metal? Maybe?
Starlight was a full-on emo.
She was a goth pony at some point, I bet.
Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, it's at 11 minutes and 17 seconds. They have it, but like, there's not many besides maybe the poster. One of the two of the posters in the back might be referenced to something specifically, but otherwise, it just looks very rock, punk goth sort of thing.
Let's see. We also have like frisbee skeletons, like a cupid arrow, an eyeball ball, I think. A strap-on boots, like an ox head. It's like just very much like I feel like this is like my hollow shell now. And it's like until like it's like maybe I should go for like an idea about like making a complete safe space, because after all, my father's been protecting me ever since that heartbreak about Sunburst leaving, and I think I now see that it might have been the mother's fault. Because she was all about the future, all about success. Like, once you see your time, like, we're gonna send you off because you definitely have the potential. And it's like, and then it's like afterwards, it's like, you flunked out, but you were destined. You need plans. You
Yeah, that's actually another like thing. I was probably not going to get with only one more season left, but I always wanted more details exactly about how he flunked out, because I think, at the very least, he's a very studious student. Like, we get that, even if he doesn't have the most magical magic, it seems like he would at least be decent at school. Because if you look at like Twilight's like flashback to her school days, like none of them are really spectacular.
My guess is that he wanted to do his own thing, and that wasn't under what he needed to do to succeed in magic school.
Mm-hmm.
So he just kind of dropped out and moved to the Crystal Empire and started doing his own thing, just researching.
Wait. Then that would mean he would be in school for like a significant amount of time, like years, because the Crystal Empire wasn't released until like say 2 or so years.
Well, maybe he moved somewhere else and then moved to the Crystal Empire.
That would probably be a better reasoning.
Yeah, he might have been still in Cancelon until like the Crystal Empire came back and was like, oh, this is a nice, cheap real estate place.
Yeah, cheap real estate, because it's like they definitely don't have any like newcomers there, and like they're looking for like non-crystal ponies.
I think I remember a quote from Sunburst in season 6 opener, how he knew so much and wasn't able to use any of it in magic school.
Yeah, like that was all. Like the whole thing is like basically he's intelligent, but just didn't have very much gift in magic.
And that's what he's got Starlight for.
Yeah, that's sort of like this play off as Starlight. But at the same time, like I was just trying to point out, it's like, yeah, he necessarily doesn't have the most talent with magic, where we've seen him using at least basically decent unicorn magic. And then like all the other unicorns we've seen in Twilight's flashback were basically seem to be about the same level of him. So it just feels weird that he would just be like he would just flunk out sort of thing.
Yeah,
it's just one of those things where I feel they leave broad, but I feel
like it's like an answer we might never know. Just only get like ideas of in fanfics.
All these things.
Yeah,
go ahead, Ninja.
I was saying the main reason I think the guy is basically he didn't really connect with other ponies there, so even like he could have relied on other ponies to make up for his own shortcomings at the magical, but like since he was so isolated, he didn't. Twilight was sort of similar, but she just had a lot of natural talent to begin with. So
without like that natural magical affinity, it's like I basically cracked under pressure one certain day, felt like nothing was worth it anymore, and decided to quit.
It's an interesting kind of thing. Like if you noticed, like those who are like super smart, they have the intelligence, but yet there's a sacrifice to it. They're not exactly sociable. They're not exactly have the typical social cues or whatever to make friends or anything, because they're so involved in their studies and such. They just don't, in a sense, the way Twilight was in the beginning, Starburst is kind of similar to it.
Mm.
And I'll say a little bit off topic, but I can't help but bring this up. There's only one character that I know of that had the super smarts, but yet had so much social charisma and everything that it was amazing. It's Chio from Azumagadayo. That's sorry, just had to make that reference there. It's like she's super smart. She's super smart, but she is super friendly. But she's super friendly and to everybody around her, like making friends and such. You barely even saw. There's only one time where I saw her like getting. Only 2 times in the whole series that you see her get angry. But then again, you get bowled over about how darn cute she is. But anyway, sorry about that. Just had to.
I feel like I could find examples, but I can't think of at the top of my head, because usually like the smart character has some sort of character like flaws where it's not like basically you don't have the Pinkie Pie fun personality mixed with the smart character too often, sort of thing. Or
Chio has a little bit of the Pinkie Pie in her, because you always see her happy, but it's not crazy. It's not crazy happy. Like she's always carrying around a party cannon.
That's what I was trying to go off with. But she's basically the very happy, friendly mixed with the intelligence. Usually it's not connected sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure I have seen it before. At the very least, I've seen characters where like they're smart and popular. Maybe not friendly to the main character, but they are popular.
Yes, it's interesting. What did everybody think of the characters of the parents?
Oh,
Not as annoying as I thought
Yeah.
they would be.
I still kind of find them to be like they were kind of like middling to anger-inducing and annoying in my perspective. Like, I mean, like Rainbow Dash's parents weren't annoying in my eyes because it's just how much of the fun factor was shown in Parental Guidance. But this episode was like, we're being real here. These are actually annoying archetypes for parents.
They're very, very real. It's very actually there were some other real moments, I think, in some other ones. It's the Wonderboat episode with the I can't remember what those two. It was an early one. It was like Sky Chaser, Cloud Chaser,
Sky Singer, and
Cloud Chase. No,
Vapor Trail.
Vapor Trail. That's it. But it was like one. They had very different symbols. One that had like so many. One side, you had parents that had so many kids they don't know what to do, or they don't get any attention. And then you had the other that you're the only child, so you get all the attention. You get sometimes too much attention. And in this one, it's also the same where, also with Fluttershy's parents, in a sense, that's kind of a real thing because there's always a freeloading child that kind of never really never really left the nest, or came back to the nest and it's just being a freeloader. And then in this one, it's kind of a real slice of life thing where you have the parents that treat you, that continue to treat, that can't get over the fact that you're not a child, or the ones that try to, Stellar kind of reminded me of a stage mom almost, because they're trying to mirror the success that they didn't have. So they're trying to live through their children, or to really just make like what they think success is. So in a sense, it's been like almost, we've had little slices of life of parenting from a lot of the episodes here, but I'm thinking like this one, I got to agree. This one is probably the realest.
This is a slice of reality.
This was too potent of a slice of reality.
Yeah. By the way, I was like, I was checking over like in the Wikia for like that scene from like the kitty remark about like Sunburst getting his kitty mark.
Yeah.
And there is a father in the picture.
Yep.
Along with the actual design of Stellar Flare there. They're still keeping up the continuity of the visual design there.
Yeah. Yep. I like her name, Stellar Flare. I like that. I like her name. That's so cool. Imagine having that name if only one of the Wonderbolts had that name. That just seemed like a Wonderbolt. It just seemed like a Wonderbolt name. But here's the thing. Why does she have a fish cake cutie mark?
What?
The cutie mark, it's a fish cake. It's something I've seen it's something I've seen in anime before. It looks like, I think it's called a fish cake.
It looks more of like a sun with like a spiral inside of it. It looks more like a ramen dump. It looks more like a ramen noodle.
I heard it was called a fish cake.
Huh.
Yeah, it looks like I could see where you get, but I think the overall idea is I
know the idea is
with
flare.
the sun. Yeah.
I know the idea of the flare, but the thing is like if you wanted to do that, you can't. I don't know if you should have put a spiral in it, but I'm nitpicking a little bit, but I don't know. I just couldn't help but notice it, you know.
It's cool. It's like bringing up these questions about these characters' designs is like also very important in the discussion here because heck, it's like we get fully introduced to these characters.
Right.
Which we only saw the mom and the absentee father, which that might mean something. Hint, separation, maybe. Come on, I'm pushing for it. Gotta do the separation plot, MLP.
Honestly, at the end of this, I'm thinking like, you think those kids are gonna visit? Nope. They're still not. And they couldn't wait to get out of there. Now they got to worry about them, the parents coming up to see them. So I'm kind of pushing for them not to do that.
Yeah, Yeah, completely.
I actually would not want to see the episode where they come up to visit them. It's gonna be this episode all over again.
It's Cookie Neighbors time.
Oh no. No.
And then it's like, oh, we decided to go with the extra mile and bring you the princess's parents as well, so we can have a full-on family reunion. And it's like,
oh my gosh, and Stellar would be going all crazy. It was like, so trying to get her son in with the princess and everything. I'm like thinking, okay, motive.
Oh my god! And then Starlight's like, I'm not letting you have this. And then it becomes like a plot of like, I need to make sure that Sunburst is not the most applicable bachelor he can be, so that he'll be mine.
Stellar's got a plan. Stellar's got a plan. It's like, now my son is a single stallion. I can't have him being shipped everywhere. I know how this fandom works.
Just saying that, it's like, I was already feeling like I think like what the episode was trying to do was possibly ship Starlight's father with Sunburst's mother. Like,
Are you saying we're gonna get a Drake and Josh situation?
No!
Yes!
No. If you do that, then there goes the Sunburst and Starlight ship. Then you turn it into incest.
It's only step incest.
Wait a minute. Never mind. that could still work for some people. That could still work. They're like, but they're related now. And your problem is, you're like, dude. This reminds me of the moment. This reminds me of like one of the nostalgic critic moments where he's like, "There's an alarm in your head that says crazy, stupid, stop! Crazy, stupid, stop! Nobody has that alarm. It seems.
Everyone just accepts the insanity or just accepts the dumb.
Drop the mic. Just drop the mic. That is very, very, very beautiful words. Except the madness or the stupidity, the insanity or the stupidity, right?
Yeah, they seem to be like two conflicting forces, but in reality, they're one and the same.
Very true.
Like, which came first, stupidity or madness?
Whoa, you just blew my mind there, man. Bet nobody expected to get your mind expanded on 8-bit reactions.
Over here on Parent Nap. Which I definitely got the pun there. It's a pun on Parent Trap.
Oh, what a classic movie. What a classic movie.
Yeah.
Next time on 8-bit reactions, we'll talk existentialism. I can say big
Are we
words.
turning it to Vsauce? Am I going to be Michael?
Yes! Congratulations!
Yes.
Hey, Vsauce! Michael here.
I can say big words. Existentialism. Floxanasi hillabilification. Ha! There we go.
And I'm the alien Roger, here cameoing from American Dad.
Good morning, USA.
I have a feeling that today is going to be a wonderful day. With the sun in the sky and a smile on his face and a shining salute to the American race.
Although it's plain to say, hello, good morning, USA.
Good morning, USA. Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness. Next time on 8-Bit Reactions, we debate the existence of free will.
Free will. Is it truly granted to us by rights, or are we simply already slaves to a system that the government has laid out into siege a couple of years ago with the widespread internet connections?
Or D, play some free bird.
Yes. We going all Kingsman up in here.
Oh man, I don't. Back to the episode.
All right.
Now that we've gotten this train back on the track.
You want to give everyone's final thoughts on it?
Yes.
Let's do that. Who would like to go first?
I believe I will.
Go ahead, please.
Alrighty then. This episode.
Out of time! I'm kidding. Sorry. Go ahead.
This episode really isn't one of my favorites. It's definitely to play like the realism of like the vices of parents in this case. It misled me into like I thought like the episode was going to be something about like their home is now completely changed because like one parent favors the past while the other one favors the future, and I thought they were going to have like a compromise of like let's look at the present. Technically the solution was something similar to that. It's like, I am not your child anymore. I am a grown man. And I don't need any of these plans. I can set up my own plans. Hopefully. And it's like, yeah, I think it's kind of like interesting. Like, so like overtly, it has like the themes about like the past and the future being forced upon the children while they're just trying to live in the present. And I think this episode kind of deserves a good rating just on like that sort of like iconography and also like these little fun little tidbits, which while it somewhat explains about like Starlight's progression from like being completely sheltered and then going through like the moody phase in which like I'm gonna change the world, and that can explain a lot about why she went full on villain in the village. Because those sorts of kids can easily be corrupted into the dark side if they give in to their temptations too long. It's just a sad fact. You have to be vigilant. You can't just keep on coddling them because they'll never know anything different, and they just want to give what they already experienced for most of their life to other people, which becomes a prison.
I mean, it makes sense. Starlight turned emo because of a childhood tragedy. A childhood tragedy was Sunburst leaving.
Mm-hmm. And for Sunburst's end, it's like I was forced to go to this magic school as soon as I got my cutie mark after saving my friend. I couldn't handle the pressure, so I ended up dropping out, disappointing my family and such. And I don't even have the gall to like even come back to my hometown. So literally, I'm just like living off in the Crystal Empire now, isolated from everyone. So also a bit of like a solitude, confinement for Sunburst, even if he didn't go to the extreme of like, oh my God, they can represent like 7 deadly sins. Starlight represents the wrath. Sunburst represents the sloth. Oh God. Oh my God, if we go even further, Trixie represents the pride. Is that what they're leading up to with the Starlight Friendship Brigade? They're the 7 deadly sins. Oh my God, it's the 7 deadly sins of Pony Farm. Someone get into it. Someone make fan art of it based on the anime.
Next time on 8-Bit Reactions.
Conspiracies. Conspiracies of My Little Pony and Equestria. All the anime references are yours tonight.
I think.
Sorry, go ahead.
I think with like the stuff in Starlight's room, I think that's the closest things we've gotten to demons, because it's showing skulls and stuff, and an eyeball.
Yeah,
it's total demon symbols.
Demon iconography. Yep. Starlight was not an innocent teenager.
I know the animators wanted to put just one pentagram in there, but they couldn't.
Oh no! The helicopter moms would not have allowed that. There'd be even more controversy to eclipse Derpygate.
Derpy 2.0.
It would be the Starlight Gate.
It'd be Stargate.
Stargate.
The second one.
The second Stargate.
The second Stargate after following the first Stargate evolving around the season 5 finale.
Oh lordy!
I mean, first we had communism. Now it's all demons.
Oh my no! It'd be even worse.
Oh my God! It's gonna be like the Pokemon controversy of like the 90s, in which like Christian parents were like, "Pokemon is worshiping the devil." Now it's the ponies doing it. See how these cartoons rot your children's brains? That's why you should watch good, wholesome Christian cartoons like VeggieTales.
Ick. And after that, jump off a cliff. Ugh, no thanks.
I remember hearing one Christian theory about MLP is that Earth ponies represented humans, Pegasi represented angels, and unicorns represented devils or demons.
I reject your reality. Okay, I reject that reality and substitute my own. What do unicorns have to get the devil?
Because they got horns.
And also the fact that
really
logically that the show
that's the best they could come up with.
That's the only thing that defines it.
All right,
Pegasi have wings and
that angels.
Unicorns have
demons can have wings too, you know. Then what are alicorns?
It's Christian theories. What are you gonna do?
I mean, like
we're gonna reject it. We're gonna reject it and substitute our own. There you go.
Yes, because like even though the show already showed plenty of examples of like how easily the horned ones can easily be corrupted by their magical influences. Meanwhile,
we're gonna reject that. Yes, we're gonna reject that and substitute it for those that seem pretty sane. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
They want our alicorns. Then that's what I want to know.
They could be depictions of like Helena, also known as Satan.
Nah, I was thinking like, what's the word for it? It was in one of the Devil May Cry games. It was Nephilim.
Niflheim.
It's the ones that it's what Dante. It's what Dante and Virgil are.
Niflheim. Sons of Sparta.
No, it's what they are. It's like a mix of angel and demon. It's Nephil. Oh, I don't know.
Niflheim from...
Maybe it's Niflheim. I don't know.
Well, Niflheim is like a place in Norse mythology.
That's Nibelheim. That's like heaven.
No, I thought it was Niflheim.
Hold up.
Or could be wrong. Okay, now I'm thinking of Final Fantasy VII, so never mind. Never mind.
Species is demon-human hybrids. They're not demon and angels.
Okay, never mind.
All right, going back on topic. Any other final closing thoughts?
I thought that I'm gonna have to agree don't want to call it a good episode, but not a bad one, at least a good one, and it's a good Starlight one, I will say, and it's good to see like a little more kind of, I don't know, not in range of emotion, but a little more to her as to why she is how she is, and Sunburst definitely. Again, the parenting vices were very real. We're very real on this. This is probably the realest slice of life parents you could possibly get. Other than that, I kind of hope these two don't have to see their parents again.
I hope they do.
But keep it positive, you know. Don't be something tragic like a meteor, and all of a sudden it blew up the town or something. Nothing like that. No.
I hope they get to see their other parents if they're alive.
If they're alive, or maybe the father has gone somewhere. Meanwhile, Starlight actually only had a single father. Who knows?
That now, okay, if Starlight's father were a single father, then that would make complete sense as to why he babies her. I would wonder if something tragic maybe happened to Starlight's mom, and then she's trying real hard to hold on to her.
Oh,
you know? If that's the case, then that would make complete sense.
That's a little too deep. That's kind of
theories away.
Oh yeah. Well, what? Oh, if that's too deep, like Applejack's parents.
That's just like they're dead. That's it. But what you're suggesting about Starlight is just like that's kind of complex.
It's complex.
A little too dark.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like she was murdered or anything.
No, I never said that. No. I never said that like Starlight for mother murder. No, not like just something just something happened to her or whatever. It could be any kind of thing. Like I don't know whether they separated or she disappeared or something. Just I didn't imply murder.
We might chalk it up as one of those Nickelodeon cartoon theories.
There you go. Yeah.
Where like everyone's dead and someone's just this is just one big dream. Yeah. By one person.
Fair enough.
Or something.
Let's see. Did we even mention at all about the perfume gag?
No, we didn't.
My God, in real life, just those sorts of people can go straight to Tartarus.
Yeah.
Like seriously, especially like the whole pepper spray thing. It's like, my eyes. It's like
now your eyes smell pretty.
Oh, what the heck?
Have you noticed that a lot of people have not been needing eye drops for a long time? Do you want to bring back the eye drops back into modern society again?
Oh my gosh, I would almost not want the Stellar to win that argument because like she's gonna turn Starlight's hometown into a freaking like hipster trendy place with a Starbucks on every corner, smoothie place, vegan place, vape place, trendy crap thing.
Vape Nation.
Vape Nation.
If that happens, you're like, we have to destroy this place.
This place.
Wait, there's a meteor. Like, where's that meteor?
And then someone summons Sephiroth, and then it goes.
Oh my gosh! Play one ring, Wing Angels. Turn it up all the way to 10, all the way to 11.
Oh no! Wait, or even better, from anime, Madara Uchiha.
Why not?
Yeah.
I'd be like, go nuts.
Go nuts. And then just go, I'm destroying this magical land. Making it
That'd be more fun. That'd be more fun if you got Kurama in there. Just be more fun. Just be more fun. Just be more fun, you know.
That's just
okay. Would that be just overkill?
That's literally just like burning everything to the ground until the dragons come home and just be like, we like you. Want to join us? Sure.
Maybe just overkill, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Then again, Madara Uchiha is even more overkill.
That's true. Very true.
Yeah, Renegon and such. But see, I also saw like in the flashback, like the perfume ponies were actually there. I'm like, oh my God, they actually looked back at the episode and used those models.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just we got these models that we haven't used in forever, and they're going to their actual hometown, so why not break them out again?
Why not?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, but like I still feel like they haven't solved the issue of like the town no longer being like approachable for like the library aspect, because like can you imagine Twilight going there just being like, oh, a library, I can't go with the library.
Oh.
Then the next one would just be like, no.
That's the whole reason the map didn't call her to go with them.
Because Twilight would have gone insane. It's like, I can't read books. No, she'd be like.
No, just imagine a magical nuke going off.
What? And then a sonic rainbow like.
Sonic.
What happened? What happened to the town? They just what happened to town? Why was it leveled? They told Twilight Sparkle she couldn't read. They told Twilight Sparkle she couldn't read the books. They told Twilight Sparkle she couldn't read the books. So she leveled the whole town. Yep.
And it's like, no one can veto me because I had to do the right thing here.
Still, it'd be funny. He's like, you're not allowed to touch the books. You're not allowed to read the books. And she'd be like, what?
Yeah. It's like a very interesting aesthetic, like being like a duality. It's like very much the opposite of Starlight's Village, actually. Shallow Haze now. Like it's like very colorful on one end, but very classical on the other end.
That's true. But other than that, not a bad episode.
It's not the worst thing ever. I could consider it like controversial or just like middling, just because of like equal elements good and equal elements bad. It's the equalizer.
Yeah. So I guess for my final thoughts, just to go back to like all those hints that we've gotten about Sunburst and Starlight in this episode kind of suggests that there's more information about those two characters that we do not know about yet.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. As for the episode itself, I kind of felt like the pacing was off. Felt like the conflict was kind of going too long until like the climax happened. And then everything just was short from there.
It just felt like as soon as we reached the climax, I just went the stereotypical route that they usually handle these things.
Yeah.
I couldn't wait to the part where they were going to just explode. I just couldn't wait till then when they were just going to explode and like finally tell the parents like what they needed to say.
Because sometimes you need to tell your parents off. Don't be like parental guided and disown that as soon as you did it, because like it was righteously deserved on that part.
I have to agree. Yes. Sometimes you have to.
Sometimes.
You don't get me, Mom. I'm not a kid, Dad.
I'm not a goth anymore, Dad.
It was just a phase.
It was just a phase that went on to become megalomania. And became a tyrannical dictator.
Hashtag just a phase.
I wonder the father was like, she's a megalomaniac dictator. This is just a phase. It won't last. It's all just a phase.
It's all just a phase. Like, oh wait, it was just all just a phase because she's now like an apprentice for Princess Twilight Sparkle. Everything's good.
Oh, we're cool now.
But then that's a phase, which is going to end. And
phase.
When are all these phases going to end?
I want to get off Starlight Glimmer's wild ride.
Wild ride
Stop
of
the
puberty.
ride. Stop the ride. I want to get off. Actually, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. So, not a bad ride.
Like I said, this episode had a lot of key moments, and I just want to rewatch it just for those moments. The gate that they kept opening and the sound keeps playing.
That was
they didn't even explain the problem. They just kept showing the problem until she admitted the problem.
Okay, it's annoying. I get it.
Okay. Do you want to know one thing this episode has done that has stopped the ship from happening?
What?
It has stopped the Sunburst and Twilight ship now.
That had steam.
I mean, it was all about Sunburst's harem from that last episode from season 7.
Yeah.
Okay. When did Sunburst get a harem?
That was the episode.
He is not Marco.
No. Thank you, DC. He is not Marco. I mean, I don't know if you're into that sort of thing, but no, Sunburst is not Marco. Marco's got a little more game than Sunburst.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marco got more game than Sunburst. I can just imagine like everybody gets it, like Sunburst gets a harem, and then he'd run out of there.
When are you gonna give me grandchildren, Sunburst?
Oh my God!
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that joke. I was waiting for like.
No, that's too real. That is too real.
I was waiting. Thing is, like, I was so surprised he did not give that joke about his mom asking about one, like, or pushing him to get together. Like that never happened, and it surprised me.
The kids won't get it.
Oh yeah, the kids won't. They won't get it.
What is, children? It's like it reminds me about like a certain like a woman's commercial in which it's like or a comic in which it's like when a girl's like hearing this from like the mom and like grandmother, it's like a normal. It's like they're asking like nicely, but like in reality, it's more of like you're being lazy, woman. Why did we give birth to you in the first place? You're not going to give us the satisfaction of offspring, huh? It's just like God. Oh my God. Why violence in persons? Why? Why are you such a dark human?
This reminds me of a comic I saw, of where like it was about this episode, but Starlight and Sunburst brought Flurry Heart with them, and the parents are like,
No.
"You and Starlight had a baby."
Oh my god.
Oh my
No.
god, there's so many episode potentials now for season 9. Come on.
Oh my god. I would have to be like, wait a minute. The baby has wings. That don't happen with a unicorn union, does it? Unless
You cheated, you son of a gun!
Sunburst, you dog!
Oh boy.
He's got it in him after all. It's always the nerdy, quiet ones you gotta look after. I knew it! If that happens, somebody owes me fight. Oh, somebody owes me I should make like a money bet with somebody on that.
Wait. Even better. This might lead to the whole episode in which this might give Stella the idea that the mother of the child would be Twilight, and that's when the whole parents would meet up, and then it's the whole scheme is it becomes this whole convoluted mess of an episode that's nonstop laughs.
Okay, now I want to see that. I want to see that. I want to see that, and I wonder how hard would I be laughing?
It would be
epic. It would be epic. Just seeing Starburst Twilight with Flurry Heart or whatever. She's like, oh my god, I have a granddaughter. I'm like, Mom?
I wonder if Sunburst discovered gene splicing. That's how he got the corn baby.
Gene splicing!
All right.
I discovered this new spell of gene splicing, and he accidentally sends it to his mom, and then that's when she gets the assumption. It's like, oh, that's my grandchild, isn't it? Oh, you should have. And Twilight's none the wiser. She's being completely oblivious to that fact, and just treating Flurry Heart as an auntie would for a niece, and it's they misassume that it's mother and daughter. God, works for
God. I wonder if the mom would be like, jackpot.
Oh God.
I finally did it. My son is worth something to me now.
But any other closing thoughts?
No.
No. It's just
we're good.
Yeah, we're good, finally.
All right, like what I sort of gave my thoughts already, but just to summarize, I felt this is just a good episode, not a great, but sort of it was a nice episode sort of thing. The weaknesses I think are the pacing. It just felt a little like a Miranda around too much around the middle. It felt like I repeated some things too much. But the best parts I would say are the Starlight and Sunburst, they're both on point in this episode.
Yes.
And it just felt nice when they both get a chance to just be themselves and not be out of character for the plot.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess with that said, see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.